use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. Question number 3. Resonance is a primary force, second only to A, the electrical force, B, the nuclear force, C, meanings and their frequencies, or D, gravity. Well, when you realize the implications of primary force, then you recognize the answer is C, meanings and their frequencies. Okay, these other forces, the electrical force, the nuclear force, and gravity force, they don't exist. They are manifested forces. Those are created, but they don't exist. They're not primary. Meanings are primary. Meanings create frequencies. That's primary. Now, resonance is secondary, because once you have a frequency, only then can resonance become effective. Only then can resonance do something. And basically the way it works is this. Meanings, creating frequencies, that's primary. That's where it starts. Creates a proton, creates a neutron, creates an electron, which then resonance and forms an atom, which has a frequency. And then molecules are formed, and then matter is formed. From matter comes such things as the electrical force. From electrons comes the electrical force. From matter comes gravity and nuclear force. All these other forces are all created, manifested, and generated, but they are not primary forces. Primary force is meanings and their frequencies. The secondary force after that is resonance. And from there, everything in the universe has been created. Those are primary forces. Now, if you think about this, this is wild. Because meaning is the primary, basic force of the entire universe. And that is the one thing you have the ability to alter, is meaning. You change the meaning of something with your God power, and you change what it is. You change what it becomes. If you were really good at it, you could change rocks into bread and water into wine and turn lead into gold and all that kind of stuff by just changing the meaning of what it is. But you don't have the confidence and the knowing to be able to do that yet. Maybe some of you do. But you have the ability to alter meaning, to create meaning, and that is the primary force of the universe. And resonance is what happens after there's a meaning, after there's a frequency. So resonance is the secondary force. It's a primary force, but second to meanings and their frequencies. Okay, question number 4. Resonance has the power to A, elicit a specific result from a situation, B, create mutual awareness, C, elicit responses from any distance or time, or D, all. Okay, think about it now. Resonance has the power. Well, the answer is D. Resonance is an amazing power. It's an amazing force. It has the ability to do all of those. Elicit a specific result from a situation? Absolutely. Once you have a certain meaning, a certain frequency, resonance will elicit a matching result from the situation. And we know that all situations have unlimited possibilities. We know that from quantum mechanics. They proved that nothing can be can be said for sure. That everything is only possibilities at that level of creation. There are only possibilities, and the possibilities are unlimited. So how do you get a specific possibility? How do you get a specific result? Well, you call it out. You elicit it. That's the only way you can get one specific result from a situation or an event, or to get a specific result from changing matter into something. You got to call it out. How do you call it out? How do you elicit it? How do you get that one specific result? You create a meaning. You create a frequency. And resonance matches that frequency and calls out that result that matches that meaning. It's just that simple. Creation is amazing. And B, create mutual awareness? Absolutely. Think of those unlimited results. Think of those unlimited results in any particular situation. They're unaware of you, and you're unaware of them. But the minute you create a meaning, then resonance finds that particular result and calls it out. Now that result, not only are you aware of that result and outcome is aware of you. It created mutual awareness. Suppose you're looking to find a particular person, a soulmate, the love of your life, and you've been giving great thought to this particular person, doing all the things you're supposed to. Next thing you know, you meet somebody, and it's that person. It created mutual awareness. They see you, you see them, and a lot of times it's love at first sight, which seems like a coincidence, but it's not. It's just resonance. But it creates mutual awareness. And C elicits responses from any distance or time. Yeah, distance is not real. Time is not real. Time is a function of matter. Distance is a function of matter. Haven't you ever been dreaming and driving somewhere or walking somewhere or running somewhere? How far did you go? You may have gone a long distance, but you traveled no distance at all. The only reason there's such thing as distance is a function of matter. If you have matter, you've got to have things in between. Matter's got to have a certain size, a certain dimension. If you're going to have matter and you're going to have a planet, it's going to have a certain size. It's going to be a certain distance. That's a function of matter, but it's not a primary. It's not reality. So since meanings and frequencies are primary forces before matter, way ahead of matter, and resonance is way ahead of matter, because resonance is what's creating matter, along with frequencies, then anything that's created a result of matter, like time and nuclear force and gravity and all that stuff and distance, they were all created by resonance. Resonance and frequencies and meaning. So anything having to do with time is a play toy of resonance. So anything can be elicited from any distance or time. Doesn't matter. Now, if you think that time is a factor and that something from the past can't be elicited now, or something from the future can't be elicited now, then it can't. But it's not because of time. It's because of your meaning that time is a limiting factor. It's your meaning that distance is a limiting factor. So it is your meaning that's limited. And so if your meaning starts out limited, then what resonance is able to elicit based on that meaning is going to be limited to the extent of the meaning. That's just how it works. But in reality, real reality, distance, time, nuclear force, gravity, all of that stuff, anything can be elicited. Those have already been created, and they can be manipulated. So the answer is D, all. Resonance has the power to elicit a specific result from a situation? Absolutely. That's what it does. Create mutual awareness? Absolutely. That's what it does. Elicit responses from any distance or time? Absolutely. It's a primary force. Resonance is what created distance and time after there was a meaning. So there is no limitations on what resonance can elicit. The only limitations on what resonance is going to elicit are the limitations that you impose by your meaning. If your meaning is unlimited, then what you can elicit is unlimited. But if your meaning is limited, if you think that it has to be, you can't time travel, you can't elicit something from the future, you can't elicit something from the past, you can't elicit something from another galaxy, then you can't. But if you know you can, and you can, then you can. Okay.
Options. Now activating the next video, play options. 1 moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. "15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections." This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.